light is hitting every time a car goes by. Okay, well, I have my own light show apparently. So today I'm gonna further the tattoo tour. We are going to continue our journey. Give it a like and a subscribe. This time I decided I wanted to talk about my teeny tiny tattoos. Incy wincy, littles, wees. I noticed in the last couple of years that there's been a bit of a higher demand for the little teeny tiny tattoos that people get, which I love them. I think they're super cute. My very first small tattoo that I got, I won a tattoo gift certificate. I was playing Dirty Bingo at this amazing bar that no longer exists called the Living Well. Drag show Dirty Bingo thing. And they gave away hilarious prizes. Use your imagination. But one night they were giving away a tattoo gift certificate and I was like, that is mine. Bingo, I won. I'm the prize. It wasn't a huge amount of money, but it was just enough to get something small. For a very long time I had wanted to get my dad's original last name somewhere. His original last name was Bezel, which I think bezel has something to do with diamonds or precious stones. So then I thought, well, I should just get it on my ring finger. Not my ring finger, my ring finger. Quick backstory. My dad's dad came over after the war and didn't have any identification. There was a man on the train with him who was dying and said to him, if I don't make this journey, then I want you to take my ID. And he didn't, and my grandpa did. And when he got to the border, they were asking him his name, and of course he didn't really know what they were saying. He couldn't speak English. So they just basically took the first 5 letters of this last name, whatever it was, and called him Bezel, and gave him the first name John. And he lived his whole life as John Bezel and never ever told anybody what his original last name is. So we don't even really know our heritage. When my dad turned 18, he decided that he wanted to have a more Canadian sounding name. So he chopped off the last part of the name and added Worth, and changed the Z to an S to be Besworth. It's a great story, and I just wanted to have a little piece of it with me. It's kind of hard to show your hands in an attractive way. So there is Bezel. Kind of actually one of my first tattoos too. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5. That's what my name would have been if my dad hadn't changed it, which is kind of cool. My second teeny tiny tattoo, I would say, is probably one of my favorites actually. My ex-husband was in a big Canadian rock band and they went on a bit of a break / hiatus at one point. He went off and did some solo albums. Then he also did a stint tattooing. He tattooed for a very short time, but it ended up not being for him. In that time, our marriage was falling apart. I don't think we were really admitting it out loud, but I think in our hearts we both knew that we didn't really want to be married to each other anymore. We still loved each other very, very much. We were going to try and we were going to do our best, and that's what we could offer each other at that time. And I really just knew I wanted him to tattoo me before it all fell to pieces, which I guess maybe is a bit of a strange thing, but it was a really intimate moment, which seems crazy because of course we had way more intimate moments than that, but it was really special. And I still think of it as one of my absolute favorites. I would never ever get rid of it. Here, I gotta get a better view here now. I think it's one of my all-time favorites. I love it. It's held up super well. It was super special to me. Simple, but meaningful. One of our wedding presents was a gift certificate from a dear friend to get tattoos, which is pretty awesome. We went and got our wedding date tattooed on our finger. He has since covered his up because he's married to somebody else, but I have mine. And for the most part, any tattoos that have any kind of sentimentality or have any kind of meaning to me, I have no intention of covering because, as I've said before, this is my yearbook and it's kind of like a little bit of a photo album. It's my own personal journal and photo album. It just sort of marks moments in my life. And also sometimes I forget the year that I was married, so I can look down and be like, oh, wow, that was a really long time ago. So, July 10th, 2004. Gosh, that's hard to show. I think I'm under the impression that my hands are much nicer looking than they're appearing in this video. Anyway, and I didn't get a manicure on the day that I was going to show. All of my teeny tinies are literally in and around my hands, and I'm showing you my gnarly fingers. And then for my birthday one year, I went with a really dear girlfriend and we each got our own version of teeny tiny tattoos. They really have no significance except for that I love them sort of as symbols and I doodle them a lot. They were just sort of tattoos that I knew that I wanted, and I'm sure I stole off Pinterest or something, but it was special because I got to go with a really good girlfriend and it was my birthday, so yay birthdays. Here's my 2 minis. Just simple heart and anchor, you know, very Pinteresty. Kind of love them, super cute. Oh, here, I'm gonna do a thing. No, that's weird, I can't do that. I don't know what that is. Okay, the last one, the most recent one I got, was because it's my favorite word. I think it really deserves no explanation. I'm a hopeless love girl. I love love. I'm a hopeless lover. I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm a hopeless lover. Never mind, scratch that. I love love. I actually have love written on my body in a few different places. I plan on doing it again and again. So what better word to get tattooed on me, I guess. Pretty straightforward. I don't know. That feels like it says what it is. And I kind of love where it is too. That's it. I think that's it for my teeny tinies. Yeah. I don't have any more. There's no more. Please tell me if there's a tattoo you want me to talk about. I've got a ways to go, so you're stuck with me for a little while anyway. Bye-bye.